Welcome to Coong Animals. Dive into the wild world of amazing creatures with us. In the previous video, we explored the miraculous role of animals in maintaining ecological balance and reducing CO levels in the atmosphere. You may have realized that every creature, big or small, has an important mission in our journey to protect our planet. But the story doesn't end there. Today, Animalcoong will take you to a different perspective, where herbivores, seemingly gentle and quiet creatures, play a huge role in maintaining ecosystems and combating climate change. Let's uncover the surprising truths ahead, and you'll see that sometimes, the lightest footsteps leave the most profound marks on our planet. Vegetation is Earth's natural co-processing plant. But few realize that herbivores act as the silent environmental engineers that keep the system running at peak efficiency. Animals like bison, zebras, or antelopes don't just graze to survive, they play a crucial role in helping plants absorb and store CO. But how can something as simple as grazing have such a profound impact on the environment? When herbivores trim vegetation, it triggers plants to regenerate more rapidly. Instead of wasting energy on sustaining older leaves, the plants focus on growing new stems and foliage. During this growth phase, plants absorb a significant amount of CO from the air to fuel their energy production. A study conducted by Stanford University revealed that in areas where herbivores are present, the regrowth rate of vegetation is up to 25% faster than in areas without them. This translates into a much higher co-absorption capacity in these ecosystems. To better understand this, let's look at the Serengeti, a world-famous savanna in Africa that is home to over 1.5 million wildebeest. These herds are constantly on the move, searching for fresh grass, creating a perfect ecological cycle. As the grass is grazed, it immediately starts to regrow, turning the Serengeti into a highly efficient co-absorption system. Estimates suggest that this region alone absorbs millions of tons of CO annually, a significant contribution to combating climate change. This phenomenon isn't unique to the Serengeti. Grasslands worldwide, from Africa's savannas to Mongolia's steppes and North America's prairies, rely on the presence of herbivores to maintain their ability to absorb CO. These animals, often seen as mere links in the food chain, are in fact critical players in safeguarding our planet. Wildfires, a nightmare for nature. Each year, wildfires around the world release billions of tons of CO into the atmosphere, exacerbating the climate crisis. But did you know that herbivores, creatures that seem to have a simple job of grazing on grass, actually act as nature's firefighters in preventing these devastating fires? How do they prevent wildfires? It's the dry vegetation, dead grasses, fallen leaves, and shrubs that are perfect fuel for fire to spread. But when herbivores graze on them, they're not just feeding, they're actively reducing the risk of fires. Take the elephant as a prime example. An adult elephant can consume up to 200 kilograms of vegetation per day, including dry grasses and shrubs, the most flammable materials. Now, imagine this multiplied by thousands of elephants in the wild, and you begin to see how much fuel is being cleared away. In northern Botswana, scientists have observed an interesting phenomenon. In areas where elephants are present, the frequency of wildfires is reduced by up to 30% compared to nearby areas where elephants aren't found. These aren't just statistics, they show us that nature has its own way of protecting itself, but only if we protect the vital links in the ecosystem. Herbivores play an equally important role in fire prevention in other parts of the world. In Australia, kangaroos help remove dry grass, reducing the risk of fire spreading. In North America, bison not only help regenerate grasslands, but also prevent the accumulation of natural fire fuel. Herbivores may seem like they're just grazing on grass, but this simple act provides huge benefits to the ecosystem. In the face of a growing climate crisis, conserving these animals is not just about protecting a species, it's about safeguarding the future of our planet. Imagine a world without elephants or herds of bison clearing dry grass. Without them, wildfires would become even more frequent, leaving a hotter, drier, and more dangerous planet. It's time to take action today for nature, and for these quiet firefighters that play such an essential role. Grazing animals, though seemingly simple creatures, play a vital role in sustaining life on Earth. As they graze, they not only help clear the vegetation, but also promote the growth of grasses and plants. This, in turn, protects the environment and nurtures millions of other life forms. A flower is pollinated, a bird builds a nest on a grassy tree, and a swarm of bees feeds on wildflower nectar. All these actions begin with grazing animals. Grasslands, where grazing animals thrive, are among the most biologically diverse habitats in nature. A study from the University of Oxford showed that areas with grazing animals maintain up to 50% higher species density compared to those without them. This includes not only large animals, but also small insects, migrating birds, and a myriad of other creatures. In Yellowstone National Park in the U.S., the return of bison and elk has not only helped restore grasslands, but it has also had a profound impact on the local bird and insect populations. Birds like starlings, herons, and various species of honeybees have come back after a long absence, thanks to the regeneration of grasslands and vegetation. These tall grasses provide the perfect nesting grounds for these birds. Grasslands are not just homes, but vibrant worlds, where every creature plays a role. A sparrow perches on a branch, sipping nectar from a flower, while butterflies flutter by, spreading pollen, all coming together to create a living masterpiece. When grazing animals are present, everything falls into balance. The grasses do not grow too tall, leaving room for other plants to flourish, creating a space for biodiversity to thrive. Especially for animals like bison, wild horses, and elk, they not only help maintain plant balance, but also create a stable, thriving ecosystem. Their activities, whether it's grazing, migrating, or reproducing, contribute to sustaining a web of plants and animals. Grasses do not overwhelm the environment, creating space for shrubs and wildflowers to grow, thereby replenishing the essential plant life for other species. Thus, every grazing animal, whether small or large, is an indispensable part of this natural tapestry. They are not just the beneficiaries of life, but also its caretakers, nurturing and maintaining these ecosystems. From the grasslands of South Africa to the prairies of North America and the tropical forests, the role of grazing animals is irreplaceable. Only when we truly understand this interconnectedness can we protect the natural life of our planet. Despite their crucial role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems, herbivores are facing mounting challenges. Rapid urbanization and relentless exploitation of natural resources by humans have drastically reduced their habitats. Once vast forests have been replaced by barren fields and cold, concrete cities. Adding to this, illegal hunting has pushed many species to the brink of extinction. Take the African elephant, for example. Its population has plummeted from 10 million individuals in the early 20th century to less than 500,000 today. In North America, bison, the iconic symbol of the prairie, nearly disappeared entirely during the 19th century due to rampant hunting. This loss is not just a tragedy for the animals, but a dire warning for the entire ecosystem. Without elephants or bison, vegetation deteriorates. Without healthy grasslands, the ability to absorb CO diminishes. This isn't just an ecological issue, it's a threat to our future as well. But this story isn't over, and we hold the pen to write the next chapter. Governments and organizations around the world are implementing conservation projects with the belief that nature can recover if we give it the chance. In North America, reintroducing bison to the prairies has breathed life back into lands once barren. In Africa, expanding wildlife reserves has provided safe havens for tens of thousands of elephants, offering them secure homes amid the wild. But it's not just the big projects that make a difference. You and I, each in our small ways, can contribute too. Supporting conservation organizations, reducing consumption of products that harm animal habitats, or simply spreading awareness about protecting wildlife. Small steps today can spark extraordinary changes tomorrow. For a sustainable future, for thriving grasslands, and for the very planet we call home. Don't wait for change, be the change. Act today, and let every step you take be a stride toward protecting life itself. Herbivores are a living testament to how even the simplest creatures can create extraordinary impacts. But to protect them and our planet, it takes not only grand efforts, but also small actions from each of us. What do you think about the roles these animals play? Which species surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you have ideas for other animals or topics you'd like us to explore next, let us know. Don't forget to like and share this video to spread this important message. And subscribe to Animalcoong to make sure you don't miss the next episode. In our upcoming video, we'll uncover the hidden powers of small creatures in the fight against climate change.